All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We the GMS New Orleans camp here to bring you a live camp. Prior to get started, I want to give infinite honors and prayers unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem Chakodash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, you Akim, you Akwat, which is your brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. And Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and through the Spirit, the topic this lesson we're going to start off. We're going into all roads leading to Yahweh Shai, okay? Whether it's going to be destruction or it's going to be salvation, all right? You have to choose, all right, or pretty much pray unto the Lord, to help you choose the correct way, which we all know is only one correct way, and that's going into Yahweh Shai, seeking that salvation, okay? But again, Yahweh Shai is the only person that's going to be able to allow you, to be able to obtain his mercy and obtain that crown that we're all searching for, that we are hoping for, But Baba Kashai kicked me off with that Revelation chapter 3.
This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 7. And it says, and to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write, these things say he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that opened it, and no man shuttered it, and shuttered it, and no man opened it.
So again, that's Yahweh Shai who has that key of David. Okay. He has. It's like read it one more time.
Now this is Revelation 3 and 7, and it says, and to the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write, these things say he that is holy, he that is true, he that have the key of David, he that opened it, and no man shuttered it, and shuttered it, and no man opened it.
So back again, what I was saying is that all roads leads to Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai being that doorkeeper who has that key of David, okay, and he's going to allow who's going to get this understanding, which ultimately is going to lead to your salvation. All right, and he's also going to see who's not going to be able to get this understanding and who's going to be placed for destruction. All right, because we got to understand that everything that we was taught about, prior to the truth, that the Lord is for everybody, the Lord loves everybody. All you got to do is say that, I accept Jesus as my Savior, and you're just going to be saved. And that's not the case. All right, the Lord's name is a secret. There's many secrets that the Lord is not allowing people to find out, which is ultimately going to lead to your destruction. All right, the Lord wants many people dead, and you got to get that through your head. Okay. Baba Kashai, jump down to that 20 for me.
God, this is verse 20 of Revelation 3, and it says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me.
Keep going.
To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me.
So like, read it one more time. I missed the point. Go ahead.
This is 20.
Yeah, read 20 again.
This is verse 20. It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him, and he with me.
Brothers can get that word sup on the blue letter. But okay, that door going into your mind. All right. So it'll behoove you to, for you to open up that door. The Lord is knocking to give you this information, all right, which is ultimately going to be, the key to your salvation, man. All right, and that's pretty much it, man. It's plain and simple how the Lord operates. All right, you do the right things, you listen to the Lord, you seek and you gain more knowledge, you serve the Lord, you get salvation. All right, you don't have this information and you go in the world and you be a nigga and live by these different philosophies, you're gonna die, plain and simple.
Yeah, I got the word sup. Out of here. This is the Greek lexicon, and it reads, this for sup, the Strong's G1172, and it reads, I will make him to share in my most intimate and blissful intercourse. So
yeah, and that's just pretty much just being, what Jacob say, when you getting intimate, with a brother, all right, not in a sexual way, but when you getting intimate with somebody, you're getting really close. You're getting to know everything about them. All right. The intimate moment, where brothers can really get a good picture of it is when you with a woman or whatever that you truly deal with, all right, then that's what people might say in the world is pillow talking or something like that. But if it's somebody that you really love, there's no secrets to it. All right, everything is going to be revealed, to you, with you and that loved one. All right, but you have,
Yeah, you want to keep reading that.
yeah.
This is verse 21 in Revelation 3, and it says, "To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame, and am sat down with my Father in his throne. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches."
Con. Start over again and stop at the he that overcometh the first time he said.
Okay. Verse 21, it says, "To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne."
Con. That the Lord is going to grant for you to sit, with him on his throne, all right, to be heirs to the throne. All right, that's what's promised to the men that love Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that is doing these works. All right. So again, once you get this information, it's a reward for you to ultimately continue to push. All right. Brother could get that too in Revelations. Hold fast to
25.
I got you, bro.
Come on, grab that Baba Shah. But read the next one.
And it says, "Even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne."
So Yahweh Shai overcame. All right. When Yahweh Shai walked the earth, in that reincarnation as Yahweh Shai, all right, he kept the first things the first thing. All right. And it's crazy, through the spirit, that's something that's going on right now. The topic of in Babylon right now, dealing with 2/3 of our people. All right, niggas is not keeping the first thing. All right, they want to put so many other things above the truth. But again, we have Yahweh Shai, who is the example, who did everything, perfect. All right, and he received his consolation and reward, to be sitting next to the Lord right now. So if we have an example of that being done, being selfless and getting the job done and getting that reward, who are we not to follow?
Right.
You want to say something?
No, I was just agreeing.
Con. You could finish it off.
Verse 22, and it says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches."
And brothers can get that in Matthew 2. That says it's kind of the same thing. He that has the no, it's like blessed are your ears, blessed are your ears, and blessed are your eyes. Yeah. Read that last part one more time.
This is Revelation 3 and verse 22, and it says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches."
So again, hearken to these words, man. All right. So if you have the ears, if you have the eyes to see what's going on around you, you have the ears to understand the things that is being taught to you. Hearken to these things. These are very valuable words that are being said. All right. Jake not out here just bullshit. All right. Again, we always say, this is a Saturday in New Orleans right now. We could be going through a amount of bullshit,
Yeah.
then go have fun and go deal with Eve, go deal with this and that and the third. But we're not. We out here preaching, following what the Lord told us to do, feeding the sheep, all right, trying to bring in the elect so we can get the hell out of here. All right, we're ultimately doing all of this just for our salvation, man.
About to say, because as you about to bring out on Matthew 13, on the other side of that token, we know that the Lord is blinding these other people. So for you to be able to understand the things which the Lord has given us, that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah. That's a blessing in itself, because again, we know that many are called, few are chosen. All right. So knowing that it's a small number that's actually going to get this, and you're doing the works right now, consider yourself blessed, man. All right. Consider yourself blessed in work. Put the work in. All right, because there's going to be a time that all this is going to cease, and it's going to be time for blood, guts, and ass. It's however you say that shit, blood, ass, and guts. Whatever it is, you know what I mean. It's bloody. It's going to be real bloody soon. All right, and the prophets ain't going to be on the highways and byways, preaching the word.
I got this.
You got it.
It's the book of John, chapter 9, verse 4. It says, "I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work.
The night cometh when no man can work. All right, and that's going to be ultimately once the Lord, silences his prophets. All right, once he closed his mouth, closed the mouth. All right, which is the mouth of the Lord is the prophets. Okay, if you can understand that. All right, but it's going to be a time again that all this is going to be done, man. If you think about, when it comes to taking a test, you had this period of studying and gaining information, talking to your peers to gather information for you to pass this test. It's a point in time that once that test starts, everybody got to shut the hell up and work on your own test to see if you're going to make it out. All right, see if you're going to pass. Okay.
And with that example, everybody don't got the same test either,
right?
Like they switch the what you call them around, so you won't the answers around, so y'all won't be able to cheat. So that test for somebody else's test not gonna be your test. So that's the whole point of having to work for what is it? Work out
your own salvation.
Somebody could grab that too. I was gonna ask somebody to get it. That's it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Brother could get the. I know I had two before that. The Revelation
22, Matthew 13.
And Matthew 13. Get the Revelation, then we're going to get the Matthew.
God. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 22, starting at verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. Mm-hmm. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. Mm-hmm. Verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as work shall be.
The Lord is coming with a reward. All right, and we go into and we could grab it for edification's sake of the blue letter of reward. All right, the reward is not just roses and just a crown to everybody. The Lord is dividing everything how it needs to be, and that reward is going to mean two different things depending on which road that you chose. Right, if you chose that broad way that led into destruction, you got a reward going that way. All right, but if you took that narrow path, there's definitely a more beneficial reward that is definitely more lovely. That looks great in every which way that you would want to take.
I got it.
You got it.
Just that word reward in the online etymology. It says what one deserves. It says return, payment for service. Something given, but here you go. It also says punishment, recompense for evil doing.
Recompense for evil doing. All right. So we know that we got a track sheet from for some brothers 15 plus years of sin, of bullshit. That's what we constantly sin, damn near every day. Still sinning. So that track list is constantly being put down. All right, but again, the Lord is telling you, man, he's gonna remember that no more if you just do this work. How is that not a good deal? That's a bargain of a lifetime. All right, for you to sin every day and still be able to fight for your crown and have the Lord still deal with you, have the Lord still give you information that's leading to your salvation, and ultimately for you to save your family, for you to help brothers out to please the Lord. It's something that really just can't be compared, man.
I got this on the back.
Con, hold off on that real quick. Let's get that Matthew Barbershop. Who had the?
He had the Matthew.
Get the Matthew for me, Barbershop.
This is
and I'm gonna start grabbing y'all.
Matthew 13 and verse 16. It says, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see."
God, many prophets has desired to see these things. All right, to hear these things. All right, and we know, through the Spirit, following prophecy, man, that we know that we're in the end times, man. All right, and for us to be where we at now is just a blessing in itself, man. All right, and to continue to grow, to be able to withhold this information, because it's constant information that we go through every day. All right, some things may escape you, some things that that you have to go back and constantly refresh. But to say that we have this information, that many people have been warning since the beginning, it should says a lot to you, you know, that the Lord is dealing with you. All right, that the Lord is supping with you, like we brought out in that Revelations 3. All right.
Oh, and that's the point I wanted to make when you brought that out too, because you know, going to that word sub, it also means to dine, right? So, like you were saying, you get intimate with a woman, what you want to do? You take out the dinner, right? That's what Yahweh Shai has done with us. He's taking us out the dinner, right? Because when you go into, I believe it's John 10, it tells you 10 and about 9, when it tell you I'm the door to the sheep, you know, and all that. You got that? Yep. Oh, bring it out if you got it.
Come. This is the book of John, chapter 10. We're going to start at verse 7. Then said Yahweh Shai unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. We keep going up.
Read it one more time. Okay, sure.
Come. Start from the top.
Yeah.
Come. This is John 10 and verse 7. Then said Yahweh Shai to them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture.
All right, and that's what's dealing with Yahweh Shai. All right, that's how you find that pasture. That's how you know Yahweh Shai again being that door. All right, but then you got the what it said, the thieves and the the thieves and the robber. All right, you know that's these false prophets, man. All right, that's pretty much giving, you know, horrible information that's, you know, not going to allow you to reach the Lord, to be able to be saved at the end of the day, you know. But you want to?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I got that word pasture real quick. This is the word pasture out of online etymology dictionary. It says land covered with vegetation suitable for grazing. It says also grass eaten by cattle or other animals, and that's you know, us, you know, the Israelites, right? You know, chiefly the elect, or those sheep that's eating within the pasture. Right. We go through the door. Here you go. Like the brother was saying, this is basically like all you can eat, but it's nurturing to the body and to the spirit. What you got?
Yeah, and it's only for the sheep. It's only for the Lord's men. All right. So for them to be able to go in and out this door, you know, as the Lord wants them to, all right, they receive, you know, the benefits of life. All right, they receive, you know, their daily bread, their daily nutrients, their daily, you know, whatever. It all goes through the Lord. All right, you can't. They got many people out here that really try to X the Lord out the equation, right? Which the Lord is the equation. All right, you can't. You know, that's a topic that, you know, niggas really got to get through their head, that you have to go through the Lord no matter what, man. All right, but they got more than that. What you was reading that first?
Let's see.
If not, you can jump to the 14 and 6.
That was it.
Yeah, jump to the 14 and 6 for me, Bobby Bishop.
Okay. This is John 14, starting at 5.
Oh,
Thomas said unto him, want to read it out?
You got it.
Okay. Thomas said unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Question mark. Yahweh said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
But by me. All right. And that's plain. You know, that's period right there. You know, if you want to get, you know, into the kingdom, man, you have to go through the Lord. All right. We know that the Lord wasn't dealing with us. The Lord turned his eyes away from us. But that mediator, which is Yahweh Shai, all right, you have to sup with him. You have to deal with him in order, you know, to get back in good standings, to get back into the greatness that we were once as a people. All right. But read that one more time. It's another thought escaping my head that I want to say about it.
Okay. This is John 14, and we're going to just go to 6 to point.
Just read it all again one more time.
Okay.
Well, no, escape the Thomas. The next verse after that.
Yahushua said unto him, I am the way, the truth,
and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
Yeah. So yeah, the water help about Shemel Shah. You know, again, Yahweh Shah being that mediator, all right, in the sense that I like to think of it, you know, of him being our lawyer, you know, and Yahweh being the judge, all right. So if we have somebody that's really right here can part you, you know, to give you, you know, to tell the Lord everything that he needs to know for you to escape free, you know, why would you not want to deal with your mediator? All right, you see like stupid videos of niggas like telling you I don't need no lawyer. All right, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do this trial by myself, and they get thrown under the jail. You know?
But you know, whenever they go and do it by themselves, they end up looking like fools.
Yeah.
You know, the whole time they trying to get to the judge like, man, I don't even want to listen to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the lawyer is there to help, you know, make it more what it is. To make it makes it more reasonable.
Yeah.
You know, help to let the judge understand like your cause and stuff like that.
Yeah. And ultimately too, the Lord is a very credible source. All right. So if you're dealing with somebody that's credible, all right, that's walking into the judge, all right, because you didn't see that in many cases. All right, you go into court for, you know, maybe like a little petty crime or something. If that person that whatever the lawyer, whatever that you have has a good relationship with the judge, sometimes the judge would be like, oh, all right, just throw it out. We ain't got to deal with that. All right. But they got some niggas that's saying that, oh, I don't want to deal with that. I want to fight this without having really anything to fight with, you know?
Like, I wanted to say, but you know, ordinary person don't know the law better than the lawyer, you know? And that lawyer, you know, being Yahweh Shai, he's the one that knows, you know, from the beginning to the end, he knows everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because the same way you have like a defense attorney, right? Yahweh Shai also plays the role of the prosecutor as well. You know, so it's even, you know, everything. The Lord has done everything in balance, man. You know, the same way he's pleading for the elect, he's saying fuck you 2/3, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, man, hey, judge them niggas.
Right.
Prosecute them. You know?
They ain't been doing right, so you know, give them what they want.
Yep.
All right. They want to continue to be here and deal with bullshit. Let them, you know, remain in their ways. All right. And then I'm gonna come as a thief in the night and fuck them up. You know. But they have more than that. Or was that it?
That was it.
Con, we going. Let's wrap down so we can really get that started.
Khan, this is a precept real quick, just backing your brothers up. This is John 17 and verse 9. It says, I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. And that's the elect, man. You know, the Lord is praying, you know, when this whole chapter goes into basically a prayer that the Lord is doing for the elect to save them out of their evils, their troubles, right? You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know, keeping them alive in the world. And all of those things, but the people that's of the world, the 2/3, and the rest of the nations, they're going to be destroyed. The Lord doesn't want them, man.
Start at 6.
Start at 6. All right, this is 17 and Khan. This is John 17 and verse 6. It says, I have manifested thy name unto the men, which thou gavest me out of the world. It says, thine.
Right, and who did the Lord manifest His name to? The elect, man. I'll tell you in that Sirach 17 and 10, the elect shall praise His holy name.
Yeah.
Right. So when Yahweh Shai say, I pray for them, that's this one context clue who He's talking about. Right. The ones He has manifested His name unto. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's important because they do that name, they able to be saved, man. Going to Acts chapter 2.
4 and 12.
Yeah, I got that
4 and 12.
Keep going.
It says, thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word.
Right. And who are the ones keeping the Lord's word, man? Right? The elect. There's another context clue. So this is who's the Lord praying for when He said, I pray for them. I pray not for the world. He's praying for the elect. Because people say, oh, well, He's only praying. Yeah, he's not just praying for the elect. He's praying for all the tribes. No. He's only praying for the elect out of the 12 tribes, man. All right? Because the 2/3 here in America, all right, and those who would He not reign over them, He gonna say, bring them hither and slay them before me, man. You know? And that's gonna be of our own people. Y'all got it.
Right, because when you read, I believe it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Ezekiel, the 20th chapter, It goes into the people being brought into the wilderness.
Yeah.
And when they get there, the Lord is going to execute judgment on all the people that didn't want to worship Him.
Yeah.
And to be even more crazy, the people are going to have the same spirits as ancient Egypt. The same exact spirits. They're going to see the Lord and the elect, you know, within their glory, and still don't want to worship Him. That's what it goes into. I say that's crazy.
Right.
You know, but it reminds you of basically what happened in ancient Egypt. They saw all the miracles, they saw all the things the Lord did for them, and they still didn't want to do the right things.
But ain't no way in hell that you're gonna see a chariot, you're gonna see a splitting of a sea, you know, all of these things happen, and as soon as y'all make it out of that walkway path, your enemies get destroyed. All right, and it's just an everlasting name that the Lord, it's like an everlasting reputation that the Lord left behind. You know what happens when I'm dealing with y'all. If y'all believe in me and I'm dealing with y'all, this is what's gonna happen. I got y'all forever. Can't nothing touch y'all. So niggas will really see that shit and check the track sheet of the Lord and be like, I'd rather eat some. You know, I'd rather you know, eat microwavable food and, you know, eat fake food and have plastic in my water and shit like that. Like, come on, man.
I got something to back you up
Come.
real quick. Because the brother mentioned in Ezekiel 20, right? And it's funny you said that because Jake gonna see our deliverance.
Right.
They're gonna see the destruction of Babylon the Great. You know, you got these Jakes. I don't know if y'all know, but it's a mass movement going on right now of Jakes leaving America.
Yeah.
It's a lot of Jakes, not just Edomites. It's a lot of Jakes going to fucking Thailand. You know, going to certain parts in Africa, you know, Western Africa, right? Going to the South America, you know, moving to Brazil, Colombia and shit. You know, it's not just like a couple of them. It's a good bit. We're talking about thousands, right? Go ahead.
I just put an article the other day in the WhatsApp. All the E's moving down to Mexico. So they say they feel better being a black person there than being a black person in America.
Yeah. But see, in those places, you know, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fallout, you know, from missiles hitting Texas into Mexico. But a lot of places in South America is not gonna be hit with missiles, right? We go into the wilderness, you know, in Ezekiel 20 and 35, when it said, I'm gonna read it real quick. It's Ezekiel 20 and 35. It says, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face, right? And which plead means to what? It goes into judge, right? So the Lord said He's going to bring us into the wilderness again, right? It says 36, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the Lord Yahweh. Got it?
Yeah. Gonna plead with us, you know. Again, to follow the law, statutes, commandments, and, you know, do all of these things that the Lord required. You know, that could have been the end of the story right there if Jake would have just continued in it.
Yeah.
All right, but we know niggas is stiff. That niggas is just not going to follow. All right, and, you know, ultimately just being under that flesh and being of envy of these other nations. You know, that's just been the moral of the story and the downfall of our people.
Ooh, I got
Right.
more. Yeah. I got more, absolutely.
Oh, what verse you at?
I'm at 30. I just read 36. I'm gonna go down a little bit. What's good?
No, I was gonna say, never mind. 34 got the context. You got it.
I'll read it. I was getting a point. This Ezekiel 20 and 34. I'll start at 33. It says, as I live, said the Lord, power surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered. That's a good point. That's good. It says, with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people. If a brother could grab that one, and Luke, where it says, bring them hither and slay them before me. It says, and I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there will I plead with you face to face, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the Lord Yahweh. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant, and I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth. You want to see them?
Yeah, read it. You can finish it off.
Kind. It says, and I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh.
And the Lord stamped that.
Yeah.
All right. He stamped that, and the Lord is heavily behind, man. Get down or lay down. All right. That's pretty much what it's gonna be, man. They coming.
Yeah, I see him, bro.
They coming, goddamn it.
In the back, you two brothers up. They actually had a brother had a dream
See
about that, you know what I'm saying? About the wilderness. He seen, I think 2 angels was sitting on side, and he called a man up. And then I get the Lord gave him a certain look. The 2 angels just destroyed him, decapitated him. That's what I'm roughly paraphrasing, but that's what the brother described. He just, you slaughtered the man in front of him.
In a dream, the angel, it was 2 brothers. The Lord summoned 2 brothers out of the line. I guess they was a part of the 144, and they stood there, and they was the 2 people that whatever signal is or whatever the Lord did and interpret to slice them down, they would just cut them in half and then step back in line. And the same thing would happen over and over again. It was men, women, you know what I'm saying? It was anybody, right? That didn't do, the right things, And then the other brothers were doing what? They were receiving crowns. The Lord would have the crown, he appeared and it would be floating, you know what I'm saying? It'd be custom made to war, whatever, the Lord thinks you like, and perfectly,
See, too, that's a scary thing, too, because the world got the picture of our Lord and Savior as, look, white man, Jesus with stringy hair, blue eyes, come to give cookies and cakes, hugs. The Lord coming down to hand down judgment, just kill and destroy. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is a fierce man. He come to rage war and deliver us, man. The Lord not coming to play no games, bro. Ain't no cookies getting passed out, no hugs getting passed out. Straight killing, death, and destruction, delivering of the elect.
Well, that's why he said he's coming to purge out the rebels. Because I got all that to get the point that you was making, how people did that back in Egypt. They're going to see us get beamed up on chariots. They're literally going to see it. Like it said in Revelation 18, that all the nations, they're going to see the destruction of, not the revolution, but the destruction is going to be televised. The places not that, but they're gonna see they're gonna be well and see the destruction of America. Right. It's in Revelation 18, and these niggas gonna see it too, and they're gonna see Yahushua come back standing on top of chariot, man, and they're gonna say, man, I'm not ruling, man, you tripping. They gonna bat an eye at Yahushua in his purest form. That's crazy. Jake, man, get that one in Luke, bro.
I got it. This is Luke 19 and verse 27 real quick. And it says, for those mine enemies, which were not that I shall reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. So just like what the brother's saying, they're going to see Yahushua in a godlike state, right? And really be like, you know what? This isn't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go back to Babylon or rebuild it. Like, I don't want him, because they really hate the Lord.
And what the hell was them niggas saying when they got into the wilderness? Man, we could have been good back in Egypt.
Yeah.
I could have been working my job in Egypt, and I would have had my food. I would have had this and that and third. Just complain. Right.
Yeah. Just to back you up, though, that's the point I was going to. You got to remember, Yahushua ship was right there while they were saying all that.
Yeah.
That's how cold it was. So to think that they wouldn't say it after they seen him in perfection is crazy, because they already said it to his face. Right. Hey, we don't want him over us. Yeah. They actually told Aaron to make them a god while being right there up under the ship. That's
You brought us out here. You brought us out here to kill us, Lord. Yeah. Crazy. Moses, you brought us out here to kill us.
Fucking up.
That's Jake though.
If they had your boy back then, Barabbas, they would have told him, give us Barabbas. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what they were saying to them Egyptian gods. Give us them gods, because we don't want this one that saved us out of Egypt.
Right? Yeah, like smooth.
Good.
I got quick piece at the back.
You got more than that had to call you done?
No, that was
it. You got
Yeah, quick piece at the back. Shah about Yahushua returning. This is the book of Revelation 1 and 7, and it says, "Behold, he come with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wear because of him. Even so, amen."
Yeah, coming in on the clouds. What are those clouds? That's the chariots. All right, so the Lord coming on the chariots, in his strength. All right, all eyes are going to see him. It says even those that pierced him. All right, So those that, you know, that's a reincarnation scripture. So the people that truly did the Lord bad, they're going to see him.
Yeah.
All right, and the Lord is going to come back for blood, for vengeance. Bobby Gashab, if brother can get what I
Got that, man.
yeah, we're gonna get that too.
To go to Romans chapter 12, verse 19, and it reads, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord."
I will repay, said the Lord. All right, that's a cut right there of that rainbow story that we're talking about with this Jesus character. All right, we're talking about the Lord coming back from vengeance, man.
Yep.
All right, get that for me real quick, Bashari.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on the earth, but I come not to send peace, but a sword."
He's coming back with a sword, man. All right, no peace, but with a sword. All right, and you know, if you got somebody coming in that power like that, that's coming back, you know, for vengeance. Come on, bro. They got men that your heart to drop when you see a nigga pulling up with their headlights on. You know, nigga pulling up on you. You know, if you know you done did some stupid shit, if a trigger man coming to get you, yeah, your heart gonna drop. Imagine seeing somebody pull up on a chariot, bro, in the clouds. You know, whatever, you know, what Yahushua got going on with the sound and everything going on around. Come on, man. Men's, like I said, men's heart is gonna fail them. Come on, man.
But you gotta imagine too, it said every eye gonna see him
Every
at one
eye.
time though.
Yeah.
So imagine how big that gotta be.
Right. Covering the sky. You know.
It's gonna block out the sun.
Yeah.
When Edris said he saw the mountain, he said it was no end.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we standing by one of the largest bodies of water in Louisiana, and if we turn around and look, we looking to a whole about an hour to 45 minutes away. What's that? Mandeville right there, right?
Yeah, that's Mandeville.
Yeah. So, and we can see it. You know, if you really focus, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
From if you go stand on the shores of Mandeville and look over here, you can see it. But we can see how far that is, and just imagine that it still ain't in. From here to here, all the way back.
Get that somebody. Second Edris 13 and 6.
God. Jake don't know who they fooling around with, man. You got it.
What the Lord say? Lord said, "I will not meet thee as a man."
Yes,
man.
brother.
The Lord coming in great angelic power, great glory.
Yeah.
Man, what the song is, Jay Lester, you niggas is in trouble, man. When the Lord pull up, bro. You niggas is in trouble, bro.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Lord pull up playing that one. You niggas in trouble.
Oh, that's so
In the Hebrew,
Yeah, in the Hebrew. Yeah.
I got it right here.
You got it. God, this is Second Esdras 13 and verse 6, and it says, "Behold, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it."
So look, that alone. All right, it's being described as a mountain, bro. All right, we know it's a chariot. All right, it's like to our knowledge, you know, the best description that we could give is a mothership chariot. You know, probably something that we seen on Independence Day.
Yep.
All right, that's the closest that our minds could get to it. The other way that our minds could get close to it is saying that it's a mountain. The brothers that's been out of Louisiana and been somewhere in the country and seen a mountain, it's big as the shit. All right, and you just can't compare to it. All right, and that's going to be what's coming through the sky with a man, you know, our big bro, our Lord and Savior coming back on top of that thing, you know. But keep going.
God. This is verse 8, and it says, verse 7, and it says, "But I would have seen the region or place whereof the hills was graven, and I could not."
Could not see just what the brother Kashab was going into. You can't see the end of it. But where's the end of this thing? All right, this thing is just taking over the whole entire sky, like I said, blotting out of the sun. You know,
360 view.
360, yes.
If I could say, like Apostle Ball said, Jake gotta visualize the scriptures.
Yeah.
You gotta visualize. We out here, like I was just saying, on, you know, by a large body of water, and we can see, you know, what's not so common to see as contrary to what you like in a city or a residential area. You know what I'm saying? So if it's gonna be somebody's in an open setting like this, and you can look and see how far you can see, and still it's still not even the back of the chariot. You know, and it is a man standing on front of it.
Come on, man.
You know, just to back you up, for those who don't have that vision, the Most High made sure He put it in movies so you can see it.
Yes, bro. Yes.
And just brought out in Revelations, what the brother brought out is that everybody will see.
Huh.
You're going to see this. There's no way that you're going to escape this, man. All right.
And after this, I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet there's fight.
All right. So you know you can say that in Yahweh Shaphat, Armageddon. All right. When these nations are fighting each other, you know, when the Lord making this grand entrance, you know, everybody's gonna look and see like, oh man, like this is, you know, what they've been talking about. You know, these devils really, you know, gonna have in their mind that they're gonna make a last attempt to fight. All right, these other nations will try to fight, you know, tooth and nail to hold on to, you know, that kingdom as long as they can. You know, but Revelation with the
7.
a war against the Lamb.
Yes.
Yeah, Revelation 12, and it's at the latter end of it. It's 17. It said they should try to make war with the Lamb.
No, Michael.
Oh, Michael stands 7.
Yeah,
Okay,
he fought against the dragon and his angels.
Come.
So like,
It's at 7.
Keep going, Burger Show.
And it, verse 9, and it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instruments of war.
It's like we're gonna read that one more time. It's like let's get that, then we're gonna finish off.
Con, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Con. So Michael fighting against, you know, Esau, Edom, you know, this damn devil, you know, with their fighter warships. All right, with everything that they're going to be in the middle of wartime, in the middle of World War III, the midst of World War III. All right, pretty much what you say the climax of World War III. Okay, all of these things will be going on, and you know these people are literally going to try to fight chariots, man. All right, brothers catch sightings of the chariots and how crazy the movement of those things is ridiculous. All right, stopping on a dime, disappearing, going this way, going that way, and many other sightings that you may see, you know, across the internet, the World Wide Web. All right, you want to say that?
yeah, because they have what you call it, eyewitness accounts on dealing with the chariots. Here you got these dudes, what it is, F-37s.
Yeah.
You know, these fighter pilots, all right, these fighter jets, you know, and they get scrambled because they got a call that it was somebody in the airspace, and it's a chariot. And they have multiple accounts, which this was recently declassified a couple years ago. But they had these eyewitness accounts of them chasing the chariot, and next thing you know, the chariot just stopped and just dropped all the way down the water and disappeared.
Come on, man.
What you gonna do against that, Esau?
Can't do a damn thing.
Or the chariot will just turn it all the way on, put on the hypersonic super speed, and just disappear. You got it, Ahmad. Y'all brothers make y'all points.
I wanted to say,
Make your point.
I wanted to say, like, I seen a video of the chariot. It was like a missile going through the air, and the chariot went around, you know, hit it with like 3 lasers or whatever, and then it shut it down and exploded. So, you know, if a chariot could do that, you know, in that type of speed and fashion, man, it's like, what can you do with it?
All right. I always, you know, put Esau, Edom's, you know, creations, you know, obviously, you know, through the Lord, give him the information to build these certain weapons and so on and so forth. If this is what the Lord allowed them to do, you think the Lord is going to allow them to make something to destroy his shit?
Crazy.
Like, come on, man. Just like us, in a sense. You know, you think that Esau, Edom is going to give us things that we need to fight back to take over his kingdom? Like, come on.
And you got these war generals, people saying how, oh, we destroyed the chariots, we shot down chariots. What a proof at? They're doing some bullshit craft that crashes.
Right.
Man, the scriptures clearly indicate that you cannot mess with the chariots of the Lord, man.
Right.
Yeah, let alone y'all can't keep up with them. So what makes you think, well, we will destroy that? That's a false saying right there, man.
Most High already exposed them on that.
Yeah.
Everybody seen the video of that missile hitting against the chariot,
Come on,
like
man.
that. Like, what you gonna do after that, bro? There's no more fighting me. I'm sorry. I'd have put one of my best missiles to hit this vehicle. All it did was bounce off. Yeah, I don't want to fight no more.
But you saw proud though.
Con.
He think that he gonna make that perfect weapon. That's why again what it said in that revelation that they gonna fight against Michael and the angels.
I'll reread again and get verse 8 also. This book of Revelation 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Verse 8. And prevailed not, neither was their place found in heaven. Slaki, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
It's not gonna it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. These if you think that you're gonna make that comeback fight against Yahweh Shem Shah, man, you're sadly mistaken. Finishing that
This is Second Esdras 13 and verse 10, and it says, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath.
Oh, it's like read on again.
Second Esdras 13 and 9, and it says, and lo, and he saw violence of the multitude that came. He neither lifted up his hands, nor held the sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flame of breath, a flaming breath, and out of his tongue cast out sparks and tempest.
Come on, man. You got somebody on top of the chariot letting out a laser beam type of destruction. Like, how do you think you're gonna fight that? You can't do nothing with that at all. You might as well just surrender. I'm watching this I was watching this show called on Prime Video, The Boys.
Oh yeah.
I just started watching it, and
Funny, bro.
they got an episode, I think it's like episode 4 or 5, when they had the little Asian chick that they let out the jail cell, and she just started going crazy and killing everybody. And one of the fucking Chinamen walked in that bitch and saw everybody dead, and just fucking put the gun to his head and killed himself. Like, he knew that I can't. She just killed 4 people right in front of me. Like, why would I let you fuck me over? All right, that's your best bet, Jake. Jake or E or whoever, if you think that you're gonna come against the Lord, just go ahead and do the shebang bang. Was that it on that?
Verse 11, that'll be it. And they were all mixed together, the blast of the fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden or innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
When I saw this, I was afraid. So Esdras seen this vision and was terrified from what the hell he seen. All right. So again, how much more being in the middle of it? All right. This is something that Esdras is having a vision of, again, of the Lord coming back of destruction, but being in the middle of it and seeing people getting obliterated, being, whatever, burnt to, disintegrated, burnt to a crisp from a laser beam. That should strike fear in your heart, man. But you got the precept,
I read that part. I read that part where it said only thing was to be perceived was dust and smell of smoke.
Yeah, we just got it. Yep.
So like,
And this, to back the brother up, about Yahweh Shah coming back with concentrated laser beam fire. This is Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and to rebuke with flames of fire.
Yep.
For by fire and by a sword will the Lord For by fire and by the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. The slain of the Lord shall be many.
You got it. Go ahead.
They just back the brother up with the second Esdras 13, showing that it's not only Babylon that's gonna be struck, but hey, the whole world gonna be struck by the chariot. So if you don't want to get out, you got to lay down.
Yeah, like we know exactly every every country in in the world is now going to be completely destroyed. But those places that are going to get hit with the missiles and so on and so forth, with the destruction of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, it's going to be hard to tell what the hell that is. You got it.
Yeah, I do. I got
But let's get you and then we can get these brothers down here.
This is a quick one to back about the chariots. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 17. And it reads, the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. In the back, you brothers up, we go into the destruction. Yahushua is going to the heavenly army. You know what I'm saying? So you can imagine the great, the big fathership arriving. Also, the chariots that's going to be with that, going around, killing, concentrating, let fire going out and delivering the night. Man, it's going to be a crazy day, man.
Yeah.
Real crazy.
Yeah. And again, we seen the closest thing we can see is Independence Day, man.
Yeah.
All right. But with that, obviously, no jets ain't about to be chasing down, shooting down chariots.
Right.
Nobody not about to infiltrate the mother fathership or whatever and go in there and disable the shields and shit. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith not gonna take an angel down and punch him in the face. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that shit gonna happen. But again, the one thing that you could get a good depiction of is the mass chaos of all of those chariots, flying around and fucking shit up. But you still got your precept?
This is Isaiah 63. It is and 1, and it says, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to be saved.
You can keep going.
All right.
The wine press.
And it says, wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garment like him that tread in the wine fat? I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people that was with me, I would tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garment, and I will stain all my raiment.
So again, Yahushua coming back, all right, and stepping, being a big stepper in destroying, his enemies, Dyed garments, read that first part again. Who come? Basra.
Yeah, Basra.
Being America, all right, the chief city of Edom, all right. So again, the Lord is gonna make his touchdown, and it's gonna seem like he was stepping in a wine press, all right. If you don't know what a wine press is, back in the day, even a little bit now, you have people that are still trying to maintain the old ways of creating wine, where you actually have to put it in the barrel, and you have to step on it in order to make it a liquid, all right. But that's how much blood that the Lord is going to be stepping on, man. That's how much killing is going to be going on if the Lord's going to have blood up to his knees, up to his garment, beyond just stepping down and showing no mercy, to his enemies,
Yeah, I know. This Amos 5 and 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord to wonder. What end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. I'm going to jump to 20. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark that no brightness is in it.
You want to speak on it?
God, that's just backing up that point that y'all had made earlier. Like, these people think the Lord is coming back to save everybody, bring cakes, gifts, when that's clearly not the case, man. He's coming to handle business.
Right. He's going to treat an enemy how an enemy is to be treated. All right. And that's to be destroyed. All right. You don't, what they say, you don't show no mercy to your enemy. All right. If you show mercy to your enemy, it's going to be an instant that they're going to think that you're weak. All right. He's not going to be somebody that's going to come through and fulfill everything that needs to be done. It's crazy that we brought out a little precept in a lesson I did earlier, with Saul. Saul was supposed to kill Agag, and end the Amalekites just overall, but he didn't do it. All right, and therefore, with that one Amalekite getting away, that leads to these damn devils being rulers over this fucking world right now. All right, but if he was just to show no mercy like the Lord asked him to do, show no mercy and killed Agag, we wouldn't be dealing with this problem.
You know, predicament.
Con,
I got some back as well.
you got it.
This Psalm 106 and 34, it says, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord Yahweh commanded them, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. Yeah, but that's what happened when you when you show mercy, to the heathen. I look at the predicament, we in today. I teaching, these Edomites how to, be civilized and shit like that, and now we they slaves.
Right.
You got it.
Yeah. And just that point alone, if the Lord asks you to do something, man, do it. All right. In every which way. If it's to destroy and do this, man, do it. All right. If it's to sacrifice this and that and the third, do it. All right. If it's to listen and follow his law, statutes, commandments, do it. All right. It's something beneficial that's going to come to the end. We done got as many accounts in the scriptures of people that disobeyed the Lord and just put themselves in a shitty predicament at the end of the day.
But that's why this time about to be so gruesome. Because that's no longer gonna happen again after this. Okay? Because the Lord gonna put the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts to where we don't disobey him no more.
Right.
But you got it.
Yeah, to not go off. I done call one of these bitches.
Wow.
In my fucking head. So like, you got your precept?
Yeah, kind of.
This is called that.
That light not too
This is
bright in the face, huh?
Nah, it's good.
Isaiah 47 and verse 1, the points in 3. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. Right? It's going into Esau, Edom's kingdom, his rulership, being knocked out of power by Yahweh Shemel. And it says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? Being that basically that virgin, right? And it says, take the millstones and grind up meal, unlock thy covers, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. So we're seeing, Esau, Edom being exposed for the devil he is, right? And it says, thy shame shall be seen. And it says, I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. And like the brothers are going into, man, Yahweh Shai coming back in the fathership, right? Coming back with the angels, right? Thousands upon thousands that we use, we reference, Independence Day, right? When we have the fathership and all the smaller ships, which would be angels, right? Our chariots, coming out, right? To gather the elect and destroy the people, man. One more verse, and it says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not the Holy One of everyone. He's the Redeemer and the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah. You don't want to be disobedient to the somebody that holds this much power, man. It's crazy for you not to respect his name, all right? Put respect on his name, all right? To know that all of the possible outcomes of disobeying, all right? The good definitely outweighs the bad, but people don't see it that way, and it's crazy.
I just want to add on to what you're saying, because the way that Jake thinks, that's the way the Lord thinks. So you think about how Jake thinks that a man has to respect his name. The Lord thinks the same way, and how Jake is actually about almost basically taking a life off of being disrespected. The Lord is the same way, man. So think about his return is coming. People has basically, the scriptures tell you he's been X'd out. You know what I'm saying? It says his name was crucified in Sodom and Egypt. You know what I'm saying? So, that's that vengeance. That's that payback. Because everything that I'm about, you've flipped it upside down, man.
Yeah.
You made me a so-called Edomite. You know what I'm saying? And you made everything about lilies and being a switch hitter,
Oh.
Yeah, but you got it.
Yeah, precept. Get that for me, cause
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 7, verse 57. And it reads, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man
so like 2 Ezra 9 and 9. You hold the 2 Ezra.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 9, verse 9. And it reads, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Verse 10, for such as their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not and despised it. The same must know it after death by pain.
Have to know death by pain. So you had the opportunity to do this work, man.
To do this, finish the job, man, finish the mission. All right. So we all got 24 hours in a day. All right. We all got 24 hours, and whatever that you got going on in your day, you at least got about an hour or two to do the work of the Lord. All right. To do what's pleasing. To make your calling and election sure. All right. But they got people out here who don't respect that time, and the Lord is telling you, man, you're gonna have to bite the bullet on this.
Yeah, man. They make all types of excuses, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking about, I need weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not doing the work.
Yeah. That's sick. Jake go a couple days without doing something, you feel guilty as shit. You feel like, goddamn, like the Lord go fuck over me. So so Jake, getting in that mindset of just doing the work, man, keeping the first things first. All right. And the Lord is going to fight for you. All right. If you do everything that the Lord asks you to do, he's going to protect you in that day. He's going to protect you in these times.
Yeah, what happened to seeking the kingdom first?
Right.
And all of the righteousness, all these things gonna be added unto you. What happened to that?
Right.
It didn't say go seek a job first. Go seek something worldly first. Go ahead.
I got the perfect scripture to back you up on that. Why they do that?
Yeah, let me say something too,
Go
because
ahead.
really, bro, this is our whole purpose, man. This is what we was created to do, man. We was created to do this. We weren't created, man, to work for Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Or try to put our time, or Jay said grinding. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get that fiat currency, fake money. Nah, man, we here to do the work of the Lord, man. That's what we're commanded to do. This is a whole duty of man. Can't make no excuse for that, man. Go ahead.
Hey, what if the Lord made an excuse before you got saved? What if he made an excuse?
Yeah.
What if he told you, I gotta go to work for 3 weeks?
During the time of Jacob's trouble.
No,
He'll do it too. Proverbs 1.
Yeah, he on the chariot. He beaming like up. He gonna tell you I gotta go to work in 3 weeks.
I gotta get that bag.
This Sirach 31:17. A sinful man
That's it.
would not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will.
Yeah. A sinful man won't be reproved and find an excuse to his will. All right, to his own will. All right, niggas. What Jacob goes into being Yaikwad. All right, supplanters. So we know niggas gonna nig. All right, niggas is gonna make up something to not do what they supposed to do. All right, and I done fell victim to this. Brothers that fell victim to being lazy and making an excuse to not do what they need to be doing. Yeah, he's going to procrastinate.
It's the day that the Lord says, Sirach 5:7, make no tarrying.
Yeah,
Bring it up.
This the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7, it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
And what Jake like to do? Jake like procrastinate. But coming into this truth, the days when you can't procrastinate coming to the Lord, man. What Jake like to do? I got time. I gotta go work. I gotta do this. Let's go chase a bag. What made this rap out? What you talk about, man? The Lord clearly says, make no tarry to turn upon the Lord. With suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord fall upon you. And that's exactly what happened to 2/3. You got it, brother.
Bro, our salvation is near relief,
Come on,
bro.
man.
The fashion is well passed away, so why the fuck Jay making an excuse for, man?
Boom. And then when Jake, when the Lord had him handing belt to ass, now he go on seek him. But what the Proverbs 1 say? Man, I'm gonna get that. I'm probably paraphrasing on it.
I got a precept for y'all real quick. It's Lamentations 3:22, and it says, "It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not." Verse 23, it says, "They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness." And that's to back you brothers up, because y'all was saying, well, what if the Lord just stopped having mercy? What did? You know what I'm saying? The Lord could, bug you out right? He can have you, get into all kinds of trouble, so to speak. Terrible. The scriptures say the Lord will even answer a righteous man in terribleness, man.
Terrible things and righteousness.
Yeah, terrible things in righteousness. Okay, and that's to reprove, rebuke you, right? So that you could be sharper, right, within the faith. Okay, but the Lord has the power to do that. He said, well, okay, you don't want to do the work. Okay, well, I don't want to bless you today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bug you out.
Yeah, it's good you brought that precept up too. But Jacob used that in excuse too. I'm saying, well, Lord, he gonna have mercy on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that, man, the mercy can end. The Lord can end that mercy upon you, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just about to make a point on that too, because you don't know how much mercy the Lord have on you. Yeah, right. Like, that's why you just supposed to do what you supposed to do the first time. All right, and you was in that Sirach 5, and in verse 6 it says, "And say not his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners." Right, so he can have mercy on you, but he also can judge you and cast wrath upon you too.
Right. I want to add on to what you said. You said something really important there. You said how many times, right? Because think about it. The Lord, have you tell somebody the truth, and that'll be it for them. They'll hear it basically one time, and the Lord don't even have it come across them again like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the Lord will have it to where he gave you multiple chances, right? You heard it from somebody else. You hear it from a rap song, right? That's the Lord's mercy, right? That's his calling, right? So you don't have multiple times to actually get the truth. You know what I'm saying? But the first time it came by, you didn't get it, But
now you got to meet death by pain, man. And that second is, man.
You got it.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled in their leads, that they say in their heart, the Lord would not do good, neither will he do evil.
So read that one more time, like
This book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leads, that say in their heart, the Lord would not do good, neither will he do evil.
Let me get that word, leads.
He did it. That's a spirit.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta do. Yeah, y'all gotta do.
Got
to get it.
I got it. It's Strong's H. Strong's H 8105 Shemer. It says something preserve the settlings of wine. Pretty much just bullshit, man. Jake that's out here bullshitting, selling on your leads, man. All right, you who think that the Lord is going to do neither good or bad, all right, it's sadly mistaken that the Lord is going to mess over you horribly. All right, if you don't think that it's a reward, like we was going to at the beginning, if you don't think that the reward is giving out rewards to everybody, and you just think that it's just a gray area of escape, again, you're sadly mistaken.
I got that word for you.
Kind.
Yeah, this
is online.
Nah, this is a Google definition.
Kind.
Yeah, it says the term settled on their leaves is a biblical phrase describing spiritual complacency, moral indifference, and a hardened lack of spiritual drive.
No drive. All right. What we want to get into with that Revelations 3 of being neither hot or cold. All right, and the Lord spewing you out of His mouth. He'd rather you just be, completely just out of the truth. Be just a complete nigga to the best of your ability, rather than be, lukewarm. All right, but being hot in that spirit.
I just want to add on, to what you're saying, because it reminds me of when Yahushua cursed the tree.
Yeah.
When he came to the tree, he said, all you got is leaves on here, which your leaves represent the faith, but he ain't had no fruit. He didn't have no works to go along with it. He said, don't let no more. He said that basically he cursed the tree. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which basically going into, bugging the person out, man. Taking away the spirit from him.
Get that Proverbs from me, Bubba Shaw.
This is Proverbs 1, verse 24, and it says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and what and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear cometh.
Yeah. Is that it?
No, I just
Well, you can stop right there. Then. The Lord said He's gonna laugh at your calamities, man. All right. So when that opportunity was placed in front of you, you bat the Lord hand away. All right. The Lord is sitting here telling you, man, I'm gonna give you mercy. I'm gonna give you this and that and third. Just listen. All right. But niggas is like, nah, I don't want to do that. I ain't trying to hear that. All right. So when it comes to the time that the Lord, this is the Lord's story. So the Lord written this already. He knows that there's going to be a point in time where you're going to need me. All right. So when you're going to need me, I'm then going to laugh at you because I told you everything that you need to do. All right. And that's another thing that people don't believe that the Lord is like. The Lord is going to, he said He's going to laugh at your calamities. I told you, just the same thing that his men is going to be doing. All right. We've been out here preaching the word. We've been telling y'all about this. I told you. You got, what you say?
And it says, verse 27, it says, when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when your distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I would not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
That phone gonna keep on ringing, man. Those calls ain't gonna be heard no more. Yeah, it ain't gonna be it's not gonna be picked up no more. All right.
Vicious D&D.
Vicious. You know how sometimes with the D&D you can call like 2 or 3 times, it might break through. But the Lord ain't answering no more,
It's
man.
gonna be on a permanent D&D.
A permanent D&D. All right. And no longer in connection, yeah.
When you put your phone on hard D&D,
Yeah.
it don't matter how many times you call in a room.
Yeah.
That been not gonna come through, right?
Yeah, I don't even know how to
I
do
don't
that.
know how to say
Yeah,
that.
it's a D&D you can put your phone on to where if you call twice, it'll go through.
Oh.
But it's one you can put it on to where no matter how many times you call, the call ain't gonna go. It's gonna go straight to voicemail every time.
Yeah, that's tough. That's new to me.
We got some more.
Go ahead, you got
It said, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh, they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruits of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fools shall destroy them.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, all of these opportunities that the Lord has gave you to do, man, plain and simple words, that if you ain't doing it, the Lord is gonna reject you at the end of the day. All right, and that's a fearful thing, man. Fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Lord. Fearful thing to be rejected. All right, to be an annoying of things and doing wrong. All right, we brought that out. What was that in? I think that's in Matthew 7. That Lord.
Matthew 7.
Yeah. Lord, that's another fearful thing of you thinking that you've been doing the work of the Lord the whole time, but you just been doing straight bullshit, and the Lord he's gonna tell you that I never knew you. I never knew you. Get away from me. Gonna reject you. Yeah. That's a fearful thing, man. So again, another reason of why, you need to follow the Lord. Why you need to follow the Lord and that following that narrow path, into your salvation. All right? You got it.
This Isaiah 55, I'm gonna start at 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him. And to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. Yeah, but that's just backing up the overall point, right? The point of us doing this is so that we can be pardoned for the things that we do wrong, man.
Right.
Because we, like you said, all us fall short.
Yeah.
So we have to continue to work that when the Lord come back, he see us blameless, man. But you got it.
Read that beginning again one more time.
Come. This Isaiah 55 and 6, it says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
That's it. Yep. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. All right. The Lord is near. All right. There's still men on the highways and byways that's pushing out this word, man. All right. And that's the tall tale sign. If the word is still going out, it's still time for you to repent and come back and serve the Lord. All right. But again, that's going to be another fearful moment when you don't see those men on the corner no more. All right. The men that you knew that they had the answers, and you know something that they were saying was right, but I fully couldn't, you know, in my mind, persuade myself to follow, you know, to listen. You know, it's going to be a recompense of that. All right. Of not hearing it, you're not going to have the answer no more. The answer to your problems is no longer going to be put in front of you, nor will you have anybody to fight for your salvation anymore. You know.
Yeah.
So like get the book real quick. Yeah.
The book of Galatians chapter 6, on verse 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that should he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall the spirit reap life everlasting.
And it's crazy. Like I can't help but think about, you know, the latest topic out and about right now, you know, with these niggas, man. You know, not to go too much in depth with them, but just the fact that they believe that, you know, that the Lord is not going to fight for them. All right, that the Lord is not going to, you know, give you your daily bread, give you everything that you need to serve Him. All right, and they are choosing to reap, you know, or sow, you know, the things of the flesh of the jobs of the worldly things, like Kabal's going into the 4 weeks, you know, to get this done and this job done and this and that and the third. So, all right, if you want to go ahead and sow that, you're going to reap the benefits of that. Yeah, go ahead and go get those 6 figures. Go get whatever that job is going to give you. Go get that Christmas bonus that they're going to give you. You know, go get all of that. You're going to reap it. All right, but continue on with it. Say.
I'm going to read it again.
Yeah, with the reap, but you said the.
I'm going to read this book of Galatians chapter 6, verse 8, and it reads, for he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Yep.
But he that soweth to the spirit shall the spirit reap life everlasting.
Should reap life everlasting. All right. So you keep the first things first, and you sow the things of the spirit. You're going to reap the benefits of the things of the spirit. All right. You're going to receive, you know, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You're going to receive the stability, you know, when troubles hit. All right. You're going to understand the mysteries and the parables of the scriptures, you know, to keep you pushing. All right. To keep you motivated. You're going to receive all of these things. All right. And that's all with just doing the work of the Lord. You're doing the work of the Lord, man, and He's going to fight for you, you know?
Yeah, another verse.
Oh, kind.
It's the last verse, verse 9. And it reads, and let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Read it one more time.
This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
We will reap if we faint not. All right? So as long as you doing the work, man, all right, keep your hands on the plow, you know?
How many more you got?
Got that, brother. You got 2, 3, 4.
You just get one precept and close it out.
Con.
So whatever back up that Galatians, you can close it out with that.
You got it.
This is Romans 8 and 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
All right. You want to say something? Yeah, continue to keep your mind on spiritual things, man. All right. That's why it's bugged out to say, you know, with that 4-week shit or 3-month shit or whatever. And especially saying, you know, whatever the apostles and, you know, 3 videos a day, which the apostles don't even say 3 videos a day. All right. We have a quota that we need to meet, and it's a reasonable quota. All right. But when it comes to those things, it's not nothing crazy. All right. And it's a reason behind it. All right. And the reason behind it is to keep us spiritually in tune. All right. To keep our minds spiritually intact to you know, to the keys of our salvation. All right. If we get you know, too much time off, like the scriptures say, that the world is strong. Jake could lose focus like shit, man. Jake could go ahead and finally go and hit the club and go bag this, and now you done got her pregnant. You done made this amount of money, you done did all this, and now you just completely bugged out because you haven't been minding the things of the spirit. But you know, that's why you need to mind the things of the spirit. You need to feed that spiritual man more than that fleshly man.
Keep your eyes single, man.
keep your eyes single. But closing remarks. That's good, everybody.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
God. So we pray that this live camp was edifying. Trying to get out of here, we want to give infinite honors and prayers unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, you Akim, you Akwat, with you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. In a Baba Ba,
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 a Baba Ba.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Absolutely.